It's easy to make on our side, you know what I mean? I've been ready, I've been, I'll just hear excuses and and this and that, Buzz, reach out. How bad do you want to fight? How bad do you want to be undisputed cruiserweight? That's an easy fight to make. Yeah. There's all these little excuses and stuff, but it is what it is.
And I like the fight with Jai. I think the Jai Opetaia fight at cruiserweight is the fight for me. That's the fight that I want to see. Jai has been the man at that weight class for a very long time. Now you got a new player in the division with a hot name and whose stock and whose star power is only rising. That's the fight I believe that needs to be made at the cruiserweight division. We'd love to see Bivol, but for some reason the light heavyweight division just is not as appealing to me right now.
Don't play with nobody else, all right? Anything else can taint the Usyk fight. The Usyk fight is one of the biggest fights of this decade right now. Take it while it's hot. Don't play with him, and don't let him play with you. And that's my words to Dave Benavidez, because I know he listens to me, he looks up to me, thinks a lot of me. I'ma tell him it's okay to say, no, Opetaia, you haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do, without a question.
I don't know. He's never fought no one like me. You know what I mean? He backed this guy that just stood right in front of him. You know what I mean? Well, let's just see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. Let's sign the contract. Let's go.
Roy Jones Jr. and Andre Ward have stirred up serious debate after clashing over Jai Opetaia's standing in the sport. Jones openly questioned whether Jai has actually done enough to earn recognition among the elite, creating instant tension between the two legends. The discussion became even more heated when Roy argued that David Benavidez should skip an Opetaia fight entirely and chase Xander Usyk instead, insisting Jai is not ready for that level of spotlight. Ward quickly pushed back, making it clear that he sees the situation very differently.
It's okay to say, no, Opetaia, you haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do, without a question.
Listen, Opetaia has proven himself, but he's not the name. He's not the name as an Usyk, not as big money.
So who's he beat?
We gonna do that
Who's he really
another
beat?
Day. He's been at the weight class, at that cruiserweight weight class. You know, it's not a lot of big names. It's not a lot of big names at that cruiserweight weight class. Am I making that up? Has it historically been big names at the cruiserweight weight class?
No, that's why I skipped it.
Right. So I'm just saying, I can't say that a man that's won a title, defended his title, as long as he had, I can't say that he hasn't proven himself. I'm not gonna say that. But the namesake is different.
As the conversation continued, Jones explained that his opinion was never meant as a criticism of Opetaia's talent. According to him, the issue is all about profile and reputation. He believes Jai still hasn't built the kind of mainstream recognition needed to headline a truly massive event and remains far less established than fighters like Usyk or Benavidez. In Jones's view, ability and popularity are two different things, and right now Opetaia still has work to do before reaching that level.
Yeah, so the money is different, right? So I'm with that. I like that decision. I believe that's going to be the decision that's on the table. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens next. But that's a play right there. That is the play right there.
Prove yourself, and when I say prove yourself, the world don't know you like that yet. That's what I respect. Prove yourself. I'm not saying he's not good enough. I'm not saying he's not good enough to do it. The world don't know him like that yet. So he hasn't proven himself where the world knows him. The world knows Benavidez. The world knows who Usyk is. A lot of people in boxing, because the cruiserweight division has always been kind of lackluster as far as names go, they don't know who the cruiserweight champions are. Yeah, I only know Opetaia and I knew Ramirez, but I don't know the other cruiserweight champions. And I am in boxing. So if you don't have a name like that, then you're not really proving.
Meanwhile, Opetaia has wasted no time responding to the growing talk around David Benavidez. The Australian champion fired back by dismissing what he sees as unnecessary delays and excuses, claiming there is nothing stopping the fight from happening on his end. From his perspective, every piece of the puzzle is already in place, and he is more than willing to make the matchup a reality whenever the opportunity comes.
The fight's easy to make on our side, you know what I mean? I've been ready, I'll just hear excuses and fucking this and that, Buzz, reach out. How bad do you want to fight? How bad do you want to be undisputed cruiserweight? That's an easy fight to make. There's all these little excuses and stuff, but it is what it is, man. I think he's going to take a different path, and I think he's going to take a smarter path, to be honest.
Do you think he doesn't want the fight?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Why?
What do you think? Do you think he doesn't want the fight?
Looking at the situation from his side, Opetaia believes Benavidez is the one holding things up without a valid reason. He feels the excuses keep changing while he continues pushing for the fight to happen. For Jai, this isn't just another big payday or a high-profile event. He wants the chance to settle the debate inside the ring and prove which fighter truly deserves to stand at the top as the undisputed champion.
Why wouldn't he want to become undisputed?
Yeah.
You know, he's got both belts, I got 2 belts. Like, I got the Ring magazine. Like, why wouldn't he take the fight?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
But I guess your opinion, like...
I suppose you know, he's got some big fights to make, and, you know, there's a lot of weight division if he can make it. Like, I see the business side of it. You know what I mean? It makes sense to do whatever he wants to do. So the ball's in his court, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you know, I'm not a disrespectful dude, you know? I don't disrespect other fighters, but that's an easy fight to make if he wants it. So.
Yeah.
Clearly frustrated by the lack of progress, Opetaia took things a step further by saying Benavidez's victory over Zurdo Ramirez didn't impress him at all. In fact, he argued that Ramirez's style made Benavidez appear better than he really is. Jai believes the outcome would be very different against someone with his movement and physicality. He also suggested that Benavidez has often faced opponents who stay directly in front of him, making his job easier, but insisted he is a completely different challenge and wouldn't be there to be hit for long.
Zurdo made him look a lot better than, you know, don't get me wrong, bro, Benavidez is a great fighter. Well, you know, but it is what it is. You know, any of those boys want to have a crack, but I'm ready.
Yeah, the Mexican monster against the Australian monster, that's a crazy fight.
Let's make it happen. I'm ready. I'm waiting for the phone call.
How would you, not to give anything away because the fight could happen sooner than later, but how would you see a fight between you and Benavidez going? Would it be toe-to-toe battle?
I don't know. He's never fought no one like me. You know what I mean? He bashed the shit out of this guy that just stood right in front of him. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's just see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. Let's sign the contract. Let's go.
Turning the conversation around, Tim Bradley has also made headlines after doubling down on his own opinion about the matchup. Bradley believes Opetaia has weaknesses that the right opponent can exploit, and he sees Benavidez as the man capable of doing exactly that. While acknowledging Jai's talent, movement, and technical ability, Bradley argues that he can be pulled into a rough, physical fight. He points to Benavidez's relentless pressure style, saying it has already troubled tough opponents like Ramirez and could create the same kind of problems here.
Opetaia. Yeah, he beat Opetaia. Oh, I'ma double down. He gonna beat Opetaia. I double down on that one. He gonna beat Opetaia. See, Opetaia got good feet. Yeah, he can box, but he can be drugged into a fight. And if you know anything about David Benavidez, just like he did with Ramirez ass, he's the one of those guys that's gonna test your heart. He gonna test what you have in here. And once he go to Jai's and he tests what he has in here, Jai gonna lose his.
According to Bradley, the biggest issue isn't talent at all. The real test begins when a technical fight turns into a grueling war of attrition. He also believes Opetaia has moments where his pace drops during extended exchanges, suggesting that fatigue becomes more noticeable as the later rounds arrive. Because of that, Bradley feels Benavidez would continue applying pressure until the momentum shifts in his favor. His comments have sparked a major split among fans, with some agreeing completely while others strongly disagree with his assessment.
Jai ain't gonna be boxing and moving around. Jai gonna be looking to fight. Jai gonna get tired too. Yeah, because Jai, if you look at the history of Jai Opetaia, he get tired. Yes, he gets tired, period. And I stand on that.
Attention is now shifting toward the next move in Benavidez's career, and Gabe Rosado offered an interesting perspective on the situation. If he were in Benavidez's position, Rosado says he would rather stay active at 175 pounds and defend his status there instead of rushing toward the toughest possible challenge. He points out that Opetaia isn't built like an ordinary cruiserweight. In his eyes, Jai carries the size, strength, and physical frame of a heavyweight. Rosado even compared him to Zurdo Ramirez, explaining that although Zurdo moved up in weight, he doesn't possess the same kind of raw physical presence. He recalled meeting Opetaia in Las Vegas and being shocked by his huge hands, athletic body, and overall stature. To him, Jai looks like a heavyweight competing in a lighter division. Add in his power and skill set, and Rosado believes he becomes a nightmare matchup for anybody.
if I'm in Benavidez' position, I would defend the titles at 175. Because Jai is a heavyweight that makes cruiserweight. You know what I mean? Zurdo was a super middleweight that moved up to cruiserweight. You know, Zurdo's really not, he's a big guy, but not a big guy like Opetaia. This guy is different, man. I remember I met him in Vegas. Dude got these big hands. He's just a different dude, man. He literally looks like a heavyweight.
And he's a young dude.
Yeah, and he's very athletic. You know, and he got skills and power.
Rosado then turned his attention to what could be next for Benavidez, suggesting that a showdown with Dmitry Bivol would represent the biggest challenge available while Bivol remains at his peak. He feels Artur Beterbiev is no longer in his absolute prime, making Bivol the more meaningful opponent right now. Rosado also touched on Benavidez's long-running pursuit of a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but admitted he isn't convinced that matchup will ever happen. In his opinion, if Benavidez can defeat Bivol, it would be such a major statement that the constant demands for a Canelo fight would finally disappear. A win like that, he believes, would remove any remaining questions and firmly establish Benavidez among the very best.
So I think the fight that is the biggest threat for Benavidez would be that fight. I like the fight with Bivol now while it's still hot, while Bivol's still in his prime, and then Beterbiev,
I like. He's just older. I think right now Bivol would be good, and we know that Benavidez has been calling out Canelo. Who knows if that would ever happen? But if he were to make a statement and beat Bivol, I don't think anybody would kind of be like, hey, we still need that Canelo fight, because it's like, what more do you need to see?
Adding another voice to the discussion, Simon Jordan believes a future clash between Benavidez and Opetaia could become a huge financial success if it took place under the Zuffa banner. He sees all the ingredients for a blockbuster event, although he also feels Opetaia would likely enter the ring as the betting favorite. Jordan pointed to Jai's own confidence during a recent appearance, where he suggested he would accept whatever financial terms were needed to make the fight happen. Jordan also looked at the business side of things, explaining that Zuffa could still be highly interested in Benavidez because of the value and attention his name brings. At the same time, he argued that Benavidez's impressive victory over Zurdo Ramirez has only increased public demand for an eventual showdown with Opetaia, especially considering how dominant Ramirez had looked against other top opponents.
Money fight would be Benavidez versus Jai Opetaia for the cruiserweights inside Zuffa. My God, that would sell.
You've got to give him a shot, but Jai Opetaia would start a huge favourite.
Jai Opetaia came on our show and said, take all the money. The interesting thing will be what happens in Zuffa, because there's a part of me that thinks commercially Zuffa would go after David Benavidez. And if David Benavidez beats Zurdo Ramirez, who, by the way, did a number on Chris in the first round against Zurdo Ramirez was really good, but the next 11 rounds got destroyed.
Jordan continued by emphasizing that Benavidez versus Opetaia would instantly become one of the biggest fights available in the cruiserweight division, especially if promoted under a major platform like Zuffa. He highlighted Benavidez's ability to attract attention across multiple weight classes, saying his popularity alone gives the event enormous commercial appeal. Even so, Jordan remains firm when discussing the actual matchup. He admitted that he simply doesn't see Benavidez winning if the two ever meet. In his opinion, Opetaia holds too many advantages through his size, timing, and overall control inside the ring. While the fight would generate massive interest and huge revenue, Jordan believes Jai would step into it as the clear favorite.
Benavidez beats Zurdo Ramirez. The money fight would be Benavidez versus Jai Opetaia for the cruiserweights inside Zuffa. My God, that would sell, because Benavidez is a star.
Oh yeah,
and a star across multiple divisions.
Yeah.
Do I think he beats Jai Opetaia? Not in a month or something.
Benavidez, however, has made it clear that an Opetaia fight is one of the biggest opportunities available to him at cruiserweight and that it is a challenge he genuinely wants. He insists he isn't afraid of any opponent and views this type of matchup as the one that defines a champion's legacy. At the same time, he questions why Opetaia decided to move toward Zuffa instead of making the fight happen sooner. In his opinion, the two of them could have already shared the ring if things had been handled differently. While giving full respect to Jai's talent and ability, Benavidez still believes the fight remains highly attractive and says both sides will eventually need to work together if it is going to happen.
Jai Opetaia how important is it for you to get a chance to fight him without all the red tape in the way?
I mean, I think that's the biggest fight in the world, especially at this weight division, you know, and that's definitely a fight I want. Like I said, I'm not scared of nobody. This is Monstro's world. And if he wants to get that fight, we get that fight. I don't know why he went to Zuffa. We could have made this fight right after this one, you know, but now I don't know if he got stripped by the IBF or what it is. You know, I'm not going to go over there and fight for a Zuffa title. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that would be a great fight to make in the future. And I mean, I respect Jai Opetaia a lot. He's a great fighter.
He also suggested that joining Zuffa could make negotiations for the biggest fights even more complicated, arguing that promotional politics often take control away from the fighters themselves. Benavidez explained that while he understands the business side of boxing, it frequently becomes the main reason major events never get finalized. Different promotional companies don't always cooperate smoothly, and that can drag negotiations out for months. Even with those challenges, he says he remains open to making the fight happen if common ground can be found. In his view, giving fans the biggest possible matchups should always come first, and real cooperation is the only path toward a showdown with Opetaia.
I think he has to come back over here to make these fights happen because, you know, we can't make no fights in Zuffa.
So that's what I wanted to secondarily ask was that, do you feel like fighters are losing their power by going over to Zuffa?
I think that, I mean, yeah, I think they definitely are losing their power. I mean, it's just a lot of politics in that. You know, I think Dana White has showed that he doesn't want to do fights with PBC, DAZN. And I don't want to even feel like, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting him, but that's just what it looks like from the outside. If we could come to an agreement and make a big fight, let's do it.
At the same time, Benavidez has made one thing absolutely clear. Right now, his full attention is locked on Dmitry Bivol. He even floated the idea of a catch weight around 190 pounds, believing that would create the best conditions for an exciting and competitive fight. In his eyes, that matchup makes the most sense for where his career is heading and carries the greatest value. He says he is completely ready and has openly challenged Bivol to step forward and settle the debate in the ring. For Benavidez, this is the fight that can truly define the division and prove where he belongs among the elite.
I've been calling for all these fights because I've told you guys I've been 100% ready for this. So what I was thinking, you know, right? How could we make a fight even bigger? I was thinking of maybe we do a catch weight at 190. We get the cruiserweight belts involved, the light heavyweight belts involved, and winner take all. Dmitry said he wanted to fight for the cruiserweight championships before his career was over. So maybe this is we can make a even bigger fight like that.
Can you still get to 75 though, if that's what he wants, to just defend his light heavyweight titles?
Yeah, I mean, I can still get to 175. You know, the thing about is that if I do end up fighting him, it's probably not going to be until like the end of the year. Or, you know, I mean, it won't be in September.
Benavidez added even more fuel to the conversation by revealing that past sparring sessions with Bivol left him believing he has what it takes to knock him out. When asked about those experiences, he stayed respectful and avoided going into too much detail, explaining that Bivol has always treated him well. Even so, he hinted that those rounds gave him confidence rather than concern. He chose not to describe exactly what happened behind closed doors, but the message was obvious. From what he felt in the gym, he believes there were openings he could take advantage of in a real fight, where the stakes would be far greater than a sparring session.
You sparred Bivol before?
I sparred Bivol, yeah.
Multiple times?
I sparred him multiple times.
Come on, man, give me something. How was that like? All right, when you sparred Bivol and you left the ring, were you like, man, I can beat this dude?
No, I definitely know I can beat him. You know, I don't want to talk about that sparring session because Bivol has been a great guy to me.
He doubled down on that confidence by openly stating that he truly believes he can stop Bivol, even while admitting that it would be one of the toughest challenges of his career. Benavidez explained that his belief isn't based on empty words or gym stories alone. It comes from the confidence he has in his own power, timing, and ability to match up with Bivol's style. While giving full credit to Bivol as one of the sport's elite fighters, he feels their styles would create the perfect recipe for an unforgettable battle. He even described it as a fight with the potential to become legendary, with their history adding even more intensity to the occasion.
But we had I'm letting you know I can knock him out.
Oh, you know, like
I can knock him out. It's not gonna be easy, but I know I can.
Are you saying that off the sparring, or are you saying that just like?
No, off the sparring. Off the sparring, yeah, what happened in the sparrings? You know what I mean? I could definitely knock him out. It won't be easy because he's a great fighter, but that's also going to be another legendary fight when it gets made happen.
From stories about old sparring sessions to discussions about championship dreams and bold knockout predictions, the rivalry surrounding these names seems to grow stronger with every interview. Benavidez has made his intentions clear, and Bivol remains the target in his sights. The entire division feels like it's only one major fight away from exploding into a new era. But now the question belongs to the fans. On one side, you have supreme confidence and relentless pressure. On the other, you have elite-level skill and proven technique. When the lights are brightest and the bell finally rings, who do you think truly holds the advantage?